And we're live, and this is 11/4/2017. Antifa runs a rampage. Antifa's going to run raw on you, they say. Well, it's been a dud so far. And the reason why I say so far is because, I mean, we still got tomorrow, and we still got the rest of the week. So we don't know what's going to happen throughout the rest of the week. But this thing has been hyped for months now. November 4th, it begins. And gun, but not a lot of people showed up. I've been watching the live InfoWars feed, and it was in Austin, Texas. Only like 100 people showed up to protest Trump. And then it started failing, just and like it went from like 100 to like 50 to like 20, and then I mean like Baltimore, and not Baltimore but Boston and all these other liberal states. I mean, nothing major really happened, but it's still early in the day on the West Coast side, because we still have California and Oregon and Washington State, and so who knows what's going to happen right there. But coast and on the in the middle America, like in like Kansas and stuff like that, nothing really major happened. Majorly happened is that attacked earlier today.
Yep, Senator Rand Paul by his neighbor, apparently.
Yeah, by his neighbor. He, from what I saw, he got a few broken ribs, and he hardly can't breathe. Which is really shocking to me, because you think he would have like security or some type of protection. With that being it was at his home. You think he would have some kind of security. For protection, but he got assaulted. He's doing okay, but with a few broken ribs and hard to breathe. I think from my part, he's going to make a good recovery. Hopefully, make a good recovery. Be thoughts and prayers go to Rand Paul and his family.
Yeah, definitely. Just that's just a sad situation. At first, when I saw the headline, I thought, "No, is this connected with Antifa?" But no, I found out it was. Unfortunately.
Well, his neighbor may be connected with Antifa. From what I understand, that his neighbor is a Democratic leftist, or should I say just leftist. It could be possible. They still haven't found it.
I mean, they definitely need to put the guy in prison or put him in jail. I mean, yeah, assaulting against the law, whoever it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But to assault a U.S. senator, that's just that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely, we wish all the best for Senator Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'll be back in the Senate before too long. I mean, this is not the kind of thing that'll keep him down for a very long period of time.
Yeah. The guy's name is Rene Boucher. He was 59. He assaulted Rand Paul, causing minor injury, and then he was charged with fourth-degree assault.
Good.
Fourth-degree assault. So yeah. So he's behind bars, and he's been charged. Great. They need to put these people behind bars. But we got some Alec Baldwin news. So last night, you probably remember I said, anybody that comes out assaulted by Alec Baldwin, come out. Well, we got some news, and it's so exciting. I mean, the planets must have lined up, and God graced me with this, because Alec Baldwin suspends Twitter activity after users hammer him over sexual assault comments. Alec Baldwin quit Twitter on Saturday as users bashed him regarding comments he made about actress Rose McGowan. And Rose McGowan was the woman who came out with the whole Harvey Weinstein debacle. Accepted a $100,000 settlement from Harvey Weinstein over sexual assault allegations in 1997. Speaking to PBS on Friday, Baldwin said that he heard a rumor about McGowan being raped by Weinstein. To say you hear the rumor that they raped Rose McGowan, Baldwin said you heard that over and over decades. But what happened was that Rose McGowan took a payment of $100,000 and settled the case with him. He continued, it was for Rose McGowan to prosecute that case. Further commenting about McGowan's do the settlement of these cases bringing us to a place of real change? When women take money and are silenced by that money, does it set back the cause of change? That's an issue, I think. He responded to his remarks writing, I told you everyone knew. No one cared. Women toed the line no more. Who admitted it to treating women in a sexist way in the past, we might see coming out, hopefully, was targeted by McGowan's fans on Saturday. Criticism of Baldwin and his remarks of the actor of blaming what continued sexual misconduct is not the reason they don't speak out, and Alec Baldwin is a victim, user says. Baldwin later announced a pause to his Twitter activity over the course of 5 tweets combined. Here he wrote, it is with some degree of sadness that I will suspend posting on this Twitter account for a period of time in the current climate. It was never my intention to make to blame the victim. In the many sexual assault cases that have been emerged recently, I simply position that the settlement in such cases certainly delayed justice, though I am fully aware that those settlements were entitled into, with the understanding that the settlement is wise, intimidated into believing so. All such victims, my goal is to do better in all things related to gender equality. Au revoir. In the 6th tweet, Baldwin wrote, my foundation account, ABF Alec Baldwin will continue to post and I will work with the artists and environment. And to continue some bashing of Alec Baldwin. So yeah, Alec Baldwin is probably going to be women coming out, exposing Alec Baldwin of sexual assault.
The man's a pig. The man's an absolute pig. I mean, don't forget, there's an audio recording of him talking to his young daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in such a horrid way.
Yeah. I mean, he called her the B word. He called her a whore. He called her every freaking name in the book, which is absolutely disgusting. Oh, Amy's watching. Hey, Amy, do you want to join us?
Hey, Amy. If you want to come in, you can come in. We'll give you the link. But Baldwin, he's not funny. He thinks his Trump impersonation is funny. Yeah. He thinks he's because his Trump impersonation won him an Emmy. Well, of course, I mean they're only giving these awards shows are all for leftists anyway. I mean they're
yeah. Yeah, and we saw that with the recent awards show. I mean, every single award was like for Saturday Night Live, and Alec Baldwin for impersonating Donald Trump, and Kate McKinnon for impersonating Hillary. This is how rigged these award shows are. And Saturday Night Live has not been since 1990. All right.
Nope.
It's the late 90s and probably early 2000s. Went downhill tremendous.
Yep.
I'm trying to look on here to see if I can find some video feeds on YouTube. This is huge. I mean, bring down the government, and Trump's not even in the White House. He's in Japan and during the Asian trip this week, so they can't bring down someone who's not even in the country.
or perhaps, just perhaps this by design. It's like, hey, he's going to be out of the country. Excuse me. He's going to be out of the country, so let's do something. Let's make morons out of ourselves.
We saw that remember when he was in riots going on, and it always seems like Trump is trying to do something presidential. That's when these riots happen to distract away from what Trump.
Yep.
That the Saudis just intercepted a ICBM from Iran.
Really?
Yeah, and I saw that too, and I saw where Saudi Arabia is making major arrests.
Wow.
And Amy says she finished episode 1 of The Walking Dead, is now on episode 2.
Cool.
Yeah, and a shocking purge, Saudi king arrests billionaire Prince Hell and dozens of others in cabinet crackdown. And also, in a shocking development, Saudi press Al Mayadeen reported late Saturday night that the prominent billionaire and member of the royal Saudi family, and one of the biggest shareholders of City News Corp and Twitter, and not to mention frequent CNBC guest bin Talal, I guess I should pronounce it, along with 10 senior princes and some 38 ministers, has been arrested for the new anti-corruption committee headed by the Crown Prince Mohammed. Owns some stake in Twitter. And this is mentioned, the guy that owns some stake in Twitter is the exact same guy that got into a war with President Trump. He said that he said, Donald Trump, you're disgrace not only to the GOP but to all of America. Withdraw from the U.S. presidential race as you will never win. Aged very well. It aged significantly well. So this dude that says that Trump is never going to win got arrested today. So
that's just hilarious that they said he would never win. You know, although I mean, things did seem a little bit bleak a year ago, as we all know.
Yeah.
As far as because, you know, all these cooked polls and all the fake news was saying, well, Hillary's going to win it. She's got a 98.9% chance of winning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I saw the New York Times' meter. They had a little election meter, and it's like 99.9% chance that Hillary's going to win, and like a 1% chance for Trump. And then throughout the night, that meter kept going back. Way it was fantastic.
Yep.
There, yeah, I completely agree.
What'd she say?
Off over at Saudi Arabia. I completely agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Riot live streams. Maybe that's because nobody showed up.
Yeah, really. I imagine probably not.
Yeah, so what's next for these people?
What's next for what? Antifa?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question, and I have no idea. I mean, if they're going to continue to have these failed, if they're going to continue to have these failed, quote unquote, riots,
mm-hmm.
I mean, what exactly? They have not done anything of note other than act like a bunch of morons, make fools of themselves, of course. But you also have this group. I don't know if it's Antifa, if it's a separate group that's going to scream into the sky on Wednesday, on the first year anniversary of the presidency, of the presidential election, I should say.
Yeah. All right, I think I found a good good live stream.
Now, can you imagine if President Trump had lost, and a bunch of Trump supporters had decided that they were going to scream into the sky on the first anniversary?
Oh my God, yeah, that would be just,
said no one.
Yeah.
Said no one ever. Said no one ever. By the way,
if Trump would have lost and Hillary would have won, and all the Trump supporters would go out and protest it, Hillary would have every single one of us locked up.
Yep.
That's how she rolls. Hillary would have every single one of us locked up. But as you can see from the screen share that I'm doing in the corner of that screen, is it's probably in California or one of those Oregon or Washington State. They're marching down to downtown hall or somewhere. Then apparently some guys got another feed off. Feeds of Antifa marching. Yeah.
Well, let these idiots march. I mean, that's let them get it out of their system. Then they'll go back to their mommies tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mom, they'll be in their bed. Mom, we need this. Fix me a hot pocket.
Yeah, I think people has got.
What'd you say?
I think these people got protest fatigue.
They're
tired of marching in the streets night after night.
Yeah.
They can't find anybody to pay. It looks like they haven't even busted people in yet.
I mean, it looks like there's only the crowd looks very small. See, I mean, look at that.
It does, and I'm not quite sure where that's taken from.
I mean,
see if we find any other.
I mean, those crowds look pretty pitiful, if you ask me.
I mean, it was pitiful, especially in Austin, Texas. I mean, they said that the pro-Trump people outnumbered the Antifa people.
Well, of course. I mean, and plus, I mean, the pro-Trumpers are going to be at work.
Yeah. Most of them, at least.
Yep.
But it just doesn't make any sense why they're protesting. The only thing is they're so, brainwashed in a fantasy land that the media has portrayed for so long. And they just believe every single thing. It's like what Hitler said, you tell lie after lie after lie until it becomes the truth.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Just, this whole thing is just bloody ridiculous. It really is. It's the dumbest. It's just bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit. Well, I mean, let's just be honest. That's what it is. I mean, there's no point in sugarcoating it. I mean, do these people really believe that they're going to change anything by marching in the streets? I mean, I have a problem. I'm just saying, I have no problem with people marching in the streets and protesting. I mean, that's their right if that's what they want to do. But They don't have the right to tear shit up. They don't have the right to, you know, endanger people's lives or anything like that. So, as long as they don't disrupt businesses and try and tear shit up, they can protest all they want. So there you go. That's just how I look at it.
I'm back. They don't want me to show. Antifa's blocking me for lame ass protesting.
Oh, good Lord.
Ooh, whoa, who the hell is that? Inch? Uh-oh. Let's see if we can find someone else. Yeah, I'm not finding any. Everybody see you live. I'm trying to look for some live streaming. The Antifa people actually protesting. I'm not seeing that. Let me go on my Twitter account and see here if there's any live streaming. Wow. Antifa is not even trending in the worldwide trends of Twitter, which is shocking because you think that Twitter being in the pocket, the leftist, extremist leftist groups, you think they'd be trending. Let me see if we can find. See if we can find some Antifa live streams. But I think. I think everything may have died down by now.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But the thing is, we can't let our guards down, because as soon as we let our guards down, that's when something major is going to happen. And
yeah, exactly.
Like I said, we still got tomorrow night, and you know the old poem. Remember the 5th of November.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I was thinking the same thing.
So yeah, I think this was all overhyped. Maybe it was planned to be overhyped.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I suppose that they, what you call it, they say like, hey, we've got to, we want to cause it, we want to attract attention to ourselves, Yeah, you're going to attract the wrong kind of attention to yourselves.
Exactly.
You bunch of spoiled brats.
You can cuss.
Damn millennials. know, just call them spoiled brats, you know, because that's what
Yeah,
they are.
They are.
Let's just be honest. They're a bunch of spoiled fucking brats. That's what they are. You know, they act like
they're not only spoiled, they're brainwashed and they're indoctrinated with all this, you know, all the mainstream media. You got mainstream media indoctrinating them. You've got college indoctrinating them. I mean, you know, colleges they don't teach communism. They preach communism.
yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like that. That was great. That was great. They don't teach it. They preach it. And I mean, you see that with you see that with Berkeley. Leftist college there is that they've been preaching. You got these communist teachers. They preach communism, and we discussed that last night. And the polls that says the millennials, you know, they have a high favor of socialism and communism. You know, and that's because of all the brainwashing, all the indoctrination of all the teachers. Little spoiled retards and nutsacks and stupid, idiotic people, like whatever, anything you can think of, and they're believing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody needs to ask it. Somebody needs to ask him, "You got your shit pants on yet?"
Yeah, we need to get a little Negan on him.
Yeah,
Negan on him. We got to go Negan on him.
Yep.
You got your shitting pants on. About to shit your pants.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Ted at T Empire said kind of a letdown, to be honest. Yeah, it was a little letdown. I mean, where?
Oh yeah, I would say it's definitely a letdown. I mean, how lame is it? Just lame as hell. It really is.
Yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad. Yeah, I think more people would probably be going out Wednesday night and dropping to their knees and screaming into the sky than showing up and causing riots. You know what? Maybe George Soros is getting his pockets emptied and doesn't have that much money left to pay these freaking people to riot. I mean, because you know they bust them in, they use illegals, they bust them in from other states, from other counties. Maybe the pockets is run dry, and he doesn't have that much to pay these people anymore. Like a couple of weeks ago, he funded $18 million in his Open Society Foundation.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say we should be so lucky, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Really, we should be so lucky that he loses money, on.
Yeah, he's lost billions of dollars from the primaries up until now.
Yep, he has. I mean, it's just really amazing what's been going on, and I think it's hilarious. Really, it's what you might call what do you call it? Karma coming to collect.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
For sure.
A pack of white Antifa thugs humiliated by one black man who they called Uncle Tom. Yeah, that's no. They're not racism. They're anti-racism. Racist.
Oh no, that's not racism at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds like they got their place.
They did. Oh man. Yeah, they said November 4th, Antifa would lead a U.S. riot in 250 plus cities. That did not happen today. All from what I've seen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they tend to lie or they tend to exaggerate
Could this
their own
been one big
importance.
distraction, and something else is going to go on?
You know, that I would not put that past them. I would not
Mm-hmm.
put it past them if this was just a big distraction from them. That would not surprise me one bit.
I mean, like I said, we still have to keep on guard. I mean, they will do just about anything.
Yep, very true. I mean, I just find I find it to be hilarious myself.
Yeah.
The fact that these people they have no what do you call it? To me they have no credibility. I mean they've lost their credibility.
Mm-hmm.
We can
Yeah,
see that.
I mean, Hollywood has lost their credibility. Mainstream media, their credibility's gone in the toilet. Antifa, I mean, they're having election fatigue, whatever you want to call it. They're not protesting as much. I mean, they're supposed to take down the government and protest day and night until Trump is forcefully removed from office. It's not going to happen. These people live in a fantasy world. This stuff is blown up in their face. Media is not helping at all, and nobody's watching CNN anymore. Rachel Maddow anymore. She's losing to Hannity on Fox. So yeah, it's time to be alive. This is history right here in the making. This is like this is a Revolutionary War 2.0. And instead of fighting on the battlefield, it's a media culture.
Yeah, that's true. But I just, like I say, I think it's just hilarious the fact that. But again, as you mentioned, it could be a distraction tactic. And like I say, I would not put it past them if it were.
Yeah.
Just a distraction tactic. I mean, it could very well be. So, yeah. Well,
we'll definitely keep everyone posted throughout the night, throughout the week as well, because Thanksgiving's coming up, and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, that's really huge in New York, and God forbid something happens during that.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm hoping nothing does happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it was lackluster today. My prediction is that lackluster throughout the entire week. I don't think anything major will happen, but I would not be surprised if it does. And like I said earlier, we have to be on guard. We have to be, all hands on deck on this. Because once we let our guard down, that's when they can come in and start swarming us.
Yeah. Exactly.
Any final thoughts with Antifa and what's next?
Well, if they are really committed to, of course, they need to be committed. I think.
I do too.
But I mean, if they're really committed to what if they're really committed to their cause, then they should show us you're not a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
Which of course we know they are. I mean, they absolutely are. They're a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, they are. They act all big and bad. The only reason they carry weapons is they know that we can kick their ass.
Yeah, it's false bravado on their part. Is what it is. That's what
Yeah.
they feel like they feel so empowered because they have weapons.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, they got mace, they got black locks, they got uh, picks and billy clubs and all this, and they feel empowered. They feel, they can take on the world. And in reality,
Well, plus they carry bottles around, glass bottles.
yeah, glass bottles, and then don't forget they throw bottles of urine at you, bottles of crap and stuff. They just fling all that stuff. That's all they have. That's all they have.
That's what monkeys do.
They are monkeys.
Monkeys fling their shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, nothing's happened. Nothing major except for the whole Rand Paul assault that happened on him earlier today. But thankfully, he's not critically injured. He's going to make a full recovery and everything. And thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. Time to end this on some funny news. Sean Diddy Combs, P Diddy. P Daddy, Puff Daddy, Puff Diddy.
I don't like him. He's an egomaniac. I don't like him.
Well, he's changing his name again, and he's changed his name to Brother Love.
To what?
Brother Love.
I got news for you there, P Diddy. There was already a Brother Love, and he was much better than you are. His real name is Bruce.
Yeah,
his real name is Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, everybody's making that connection. Someone on Twitter at Scarier Steiner sent a Raven please said, okay, who's going to tell Diddy that he's about 30 years late on claiming at Bruce Pritchard's name?
If P Diddy paints his face red, wearing a white suit with red shirt and whatever,
is that cultural appropriation?
It could be.
It's going to be red face. You can't do red face. That's cultural appropriation right there.
Yeah.
There's a meme reply to P Diddy with Vince McMahon, and he's like during this making the money symbol, knowing that he's going to do a lawsuit. That's great. Yeah, I figured I ended on that hilarious bit.
Brother Love, jeez.
Like Brother Love, it was great.
I prefer Bruce Pritchard. Yes, definitely.
Bruce Pritchard, Brother Love.
Yeah.
Bruce Pritchard. Team with McMahon and do a lawsuit with P Diddy.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll keep you posted if anything happens throughout the night and into tomorrow and throughout the entire week. But that's probably going to do it for tonight. I just figured, we come on the air for a little bit and discuss what happened, talk a little news, and
laugh at Antifa.
Yeah, we need to call them. I don't know why they call it Antifa. They're not anti-fascists. So pro-fascia. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're pro-communism. They're pro-socialism. They're pro-fascism.
Yep.
Anti-Americans. How about that? There you go. They're anti-Americans.
They definitely, for sure.
They're
no question about that.
People. But we'll keep you guys posted throughout the night and throughout the week, and hopefully we'll have some updates for you next week on Not Mainstream on November 10th. And then on November 11th, there's going to be another webcasting day. We just got done with one earlier tonight. It's on the other channel. So if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, Amy, I know you're probably watching. You're probably still watching. Go back, Webcasting Dead for episodes 1 and 2. And so you can be ready next week. I demand that you be ready next week. You better be ready. Because I hear Lucille calling if you're not ready.
Yeah.
Okay, Lucille. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'll tell her. Lucille said Amy got a week to get caught up. You better get caught up. And hopefully Alan can join us next week. But yeah. On that note, we're going to go ahead and end this. Tune in next Friday for another Not Mainstream. We'll keep you posted on anything that happens throughout the week. And then the 11th is going to be, it's on Veterans Day. Veterans Day is on the 11th. So it's going to be a special Veterans Day webcasting dead. Also, you know what? It's been 1 year since Trump got elected. It'll be 1 year Wednesday. So we're going to have a celebration Friday night. Celebration 1 year since President Trump got elected. We're gonna pop open some cold ones and celebrate. On that note, good night, everybody. We'll see you here next Friday night, the 10th of November. On that note, good night, everybody. See you here next week. God bless America, and God bless President Trump.